Hey guys, good evening for you, and I'd probably say it's midday for me. We are on the beautiful Lake of Wonga. We are snuck up the back of a bay because it is very, very windy today, even though it's mid-morning and the last few days have been dead calm. But of course, when you want to make a video, it starts blowing windy. This is a little bit different video to what you normally see from me on a Wonga. If you watched the start of my project boat video, you remember I said there's a few big changes happening sort of the next couple of months or so much this year for me. A lot of it stems around stuff to do with my dad being sick, and obviously life is way too short to have sort of anything negative in your life or anything that you're not looking forward to in your life, so to speak. Oh my god. Oh my. I spent the last couple of years sort of changing a lot of things in my life, bringing things to be positive, not any negative influence in my life I've sort of removed, and in a way I'm trying to do that with my fishing. I've been fishing since I was 2 years old, and it's always been with my father. All my fishing has been with my parents, and my dad taught me my fishing early on, even though if you ask him, he'll tell you from when I was like 5 years old that I was trying to tell him what to do and telling him we're in the wrong spots. But I really appreciate that everything that my father taught me through fishing, and even the fact that he introduced fishing into my life at such an early age, and it gave me, I guess, a hobby and now basically my lifestyle. I try and change the way I work and the things I do for a job in every way so that I can spend more time on the water. So I guess in one way what I want to say to you guys is if you have children, try and get them involved in fishing early on and just give them that healthy habit, that healthy lifestyle of being outside. It made a massive difference to my life, and through all my YouTube videos I try and also either encourage other people to get outside or to help other people when they are out fishing to catch more fish, obviously. Part of the reason for the majority of my fishing videos. So rather than talk too much more sentiment and I guess semi-sad stuff, one last story. When I was young, I think I might have been 7 or 8 years old, my parents didn't have a great deal of money, and I forewent a birthday present so that I could afford a specific reel, or my parents could afford a specific reel for Christmas. So it was one present for the whole year, and that reel was a Shimano Aero bait runner, and I really, really wanted that reel. And I guess from back then the main influence for me in the fishing scene was Rex Hunt and Steve Starling. So from seeing them and fishing magazines and stuff, that was one thing I wanted all year, and I kept and cherished that reel for so many years. And unfortunately it was probably only maybe 5 years ago that I actually got rid of that reel, because I thought, what am I ever going to do with it, which is a bit of a shame. So all that leads me on to what the point of this video is about. So I mentioned to you there'll be a few changes going on this year, and one was obviously changing my project boat over to get my father's boat and start building that the way I want to have it and keep that boat with me. Secondly is changing my reel sponsors. I don't like to change sponsors very often. In the course of my sort of sponsored years, I've had 2 reel sponsors, and that is it. And in between those reel sponsors, I've used Shimano reels. I used Shimano reels the whole time I was growing up. Then I was sponsored. I started using another brand for a few years, and the holes that I had in their product range, I fished with Shimano. That relationship sort of changed the dynamics. I wasn't going to America, I wasn't doing certain things, and I moved into another company, which you'll be aware of on all my videos. Similarly with that, I guess people changed, myself has changed, that company has changed, and it was just time for me to make another transition, I guess, in my fishing career. And for me now, I feel, I guess you can say complete, for lack of a better word, not sure how to describe it, but I've been a Shimano angler basically my whole fishing life. That's what Dad brought me up on, that's what I watched on TV when I was young, and now I can fish with Shimano. So now there's not really going to be any missing spaces, in my reel lineup. There's going to be a reel to suit everything that I do. I chase all sorts of fish. I chase anything from like Saratoga to bass to big Murray cod, barramundi in like Wonga where we are now. I'm offshore for giant trevally. I'm jigging for reds and nanny guys. Like, the variety of species that I chase is endless, and it is very good to finally be with a company that covers the whole field and the whole range for me. So the reason I want to introduce it to you guys like this rather than just start putting in content is sort of give you a bit of history about that, give you a bit of reasoning and understanding about the change and the transition to this brand. And I'm excited. I'm very excited to show you the new products that I'm going to be using. I'm very excited myself to test a lot of these products. I haven't really used a lot of them, to be fair. The main ones I use obviously is my big Stellas for my GT stuff, and it's going to be great to just run through different products and different things and a whole new learning experience for myself. I'm excited to show everything to my father, all the Shimano stuff that he would never have seen in this new tackle either. He's still got the old school stuff, so now I can show him all the new stuff. But we came to Wonga today purely just to film this video, and on the way up the dam I noticed it was 9 o'clock, which is a tide change. So I pulled into one point, had a few casts, the wind was blowing the wrong way, and I repositioned the boat, and literally first cast of my new DC and meter barra in the daytime. You know what's funny?
You need to talk louder.
I didn't bring a landing net.
Oh.
Did you adjust this here?
Do you need a hand or?
Yeah, can you take the rod?
Daytime Monday.
How's that? No, dude. No burgers. Come in and film. That's first cast on the swap spots.
Well done, darling.
Thanks. Go past here, so you go backwards. Keep walking. RT shade setup. Pinned him good. First cast. Nice daytime Monday. Pretty cool. First cast, change spots. Let it go. If there's ever a sign, that's got to be a sign. My first daytime at Wonga for a long time, and first cast of the new tackle, so crazy. RT shade 7-inch, getting that bite, which was cool. Well, thank you for tuning in. I hope you understand the transition. I understand if any of you are disappointed in some way, but please don't be. Try and understand it from my perspective and the need to do this transition. I'm very happy about it and excited to show you guys what's next. So as always, thank you for tuning in. Appreciate all your comments, and I'll see you on the next one.
Can I interrupt?
Yeah, what?
What's the other changes you have?
No, that's it.
That's it?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
New girlfriend?